Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be creating a autumn set, which I'm super happy about. I wasn't too sure on it, so you are going to have to let me know in the comments what you think of it, and I don't worry about criticizing it. I am more than welcome to it. I just don't know. Everyone around me is telling me that they like it. I'm not so sold, so please let me know what you think of it or any nails that you would change, if you've got any better ideas or anything like that. So here I'm showing you guys the orange that I've got. So this is the closest orange I could find, but I really wanted to use this kind of like neon orange kind of glitter that I've got. I will be using my favorite nude, which was Cloud Beauty in the shade N17. I've got my Macart transfer foil gel, and here is the autumn transfer foil, which I feel like everyone has. I feel like whenever I see anyone doing any autumn nail designs with foils, it's always that foil. So I feel like it's one of those that gets included in those like big packs that you can get sometimes. So if you end up recreating it, you might actually just have a look at your foils. You might actually end up having this one, to be honest. So I'm running out big time of my nude now. I'm having to tip it upside down a little bit. I have ordered a new one, so that one is coming very soon. So with Cloud Beauty, I've always bought them on AliExpress, same with Annalisa. I don't know what's been recently happening, in the UK at least anyways. I noticed I cannot find Annalisa on AliExpress anymore, and Cloud Beauty disappeared for quite some time too, but it's back. So now that I've seen it, I ordered some white and I ordered some nude, just my staples, and I might even go back and order a bit more nudes, especially because I feel like whites you can kind of get anywhere. I quite do enjoy a white from Macart as well, which I think are quite good too. So in case white disappears from Cloud Beauty off of AliExpress, that'll be fine by me because I've got kind of other alternatives. But when it comes to that nude, I don't know, I just feel like I love it too much and I cannot let it go. I've never found one just as similar, so yeah, I just gotta have to stock up, I think. So I've applied 2 layers now, and you know the drill, we're gonna sugar a nail. And since I've got orange, you probably guessed it, it's going to be the orange nail. So I'm going to sprinkle it on. Usually I'd like to say, you know, try and get the kind of gel polish color to be as close to the glitter that you're going to use. Obviously for me, it doesn't really matter that much. I'm only doing it for video purposes, for different nail design ideas for you guys. But if you're doing it for a client, just in case any of that glitter does end up kind of getting unstuck and end up like kind of coming off the nail, you kind of want the color in the background to be as close as possible. Otherwise your client is gonna have different kind of colors seeping through the glitter, which is not what you want. So now that I've cured all those nails, it's time to apply our transfer foil gel. So I'm going to apply it on 2 of the nude nails, and then I do pop them into the lamp for a minute. So I like to cure mine for a minute. I don't ever know how much you're kind of always supposed to. I remember getting a comment asking me, how come I know it was a minute? And you know what, I feel like I read it on the instructions, but I don't have the instructions anymore, so I can't check. But I think they've told me that it doesn't say on the instructions, so I have no idea where I got it, but it works for me. So so yeah. And if in case you're wondering as well, I don't know if the lamp makes a difference, but I do use a Glitterbells LED lamp, and it has this really cute, super cute pink LEDs, which I think is so cute. I love it. So I've had 2 nails of transfer foil. One of the nails was, I think, matte, so I matte top coated it already, and whilst those are curing, I can start working on the next nude nail. So this one is going to be a sweater nail design that I like to do. So I feel like there's 2 types of sweater nails. It's either this hand painted one, or it's the acrylic 3D sprinkled on kind of nail sweater look. So today we're doing the hand painted one. So I'm starting off with white. This is usually what I like to do. Even if I'm doing other colors, I usually like to start off with the white, or usually try to like incorporate white, and then the rest of them are kind of going to be different colors. So for today, we're going to do the nude background. We're going to do the first layer being white, and we're going to do 2 sets of 2 lines, so 1 thin, 1 thick. So we're going to do the first batch at the top there, and then we're going to do the other batch at the bottom. And then you're going to cure it. So Glitterbells cure for 60 seconds, I think. And they are super easy to use because they're kind of meant for nail art. I know that they are advertised as kind of nail art slash, you can use them as just covering the full nail as color, like a gel polish kind of thing going on, but I kind of don't want to do that, really. I think they're quite thick and I think I would find that quite difficult. But anyways, I'm more of a nail art kind of girl, so I love these for nail art. They're thicker and they also cure tack free. So especially when you want to have that kind of contrast matte background and glossy kind of nail art design on top. These are perfect, and you can definitely bet that I'm going to be using this so often for Christmas, because imagine the gorgeous matte backgrounds with these beautiful white sparkly kind of like snowflakes. It's kind of the idea I've got in my head anyways. So I'm sure I'll try and recreate it and show you guys in a future video. Literally, if I could, I'd probably start uploading Christmassy sets now, like now. I've got so many done already. I'm super excited. I am literally buzzing. It's the best time. I love Valentine's and I love Christmas, and those are my most favorite times. I think I love Christmas more when it comes to nail art. I find Valentine's sometimes quite difficult, because like Christmas you can do snowflakes, reindeers, all sorts, and then Valentine's kind of like hearts. I don't know, it's a bit limiting. So Christmas all the way. So I literally cannot wait. I'm gonna wait till the 1st of November. The moment November starts, I'm sorry if you think it's still too early, but it's coming out. It's literally starting. Like, I bet the first day of November, you are getting a Christmas set, whether you like it or not. It's coming out, and I'm literally like, oh, you're gonna see. I hope you guys like it, because I love it. I love it. So too much chatting again. So I finished up the other sweater nail, which was just adding one thin line and one thicker line of that orange. And whilst we were doing that, the transfer foil nails were kind of sitting in the background, cooling down. This is my all-time trick, and I always kind of rave about this on videos, so I'm sorry if you're a returner and you always hear me talking about this, but just in case, for the people in the back that haven't heard about this just yet, when you use your transfer foil gel, I highly recommend curing it and then taking it out and leaving it to sit. It's going to be so much easier for you to transfer. Sometimes it's so easy that I literally press like 3 times and it comes off fully, like no issues. So highly recommend it for sure. So there you go, fully transferred, no issues. Literally, I didn't have to go back or fix up anything. It was great. So for the transfer foils, as you can see, I kind of decided to pick up the kind of tree branches and leaves that were happening there. So the nail that we fully did matte, that's just fully nude and boring, I decided to use the orange and just outline my French tip, and then we're going to color the French tip in with the orange, and then I decided to sugar this nail. So that's going to take a little while. I think I do go off camera real quick to finish it up, or maybe I don't. I can't remember now, but yeah, I feel like the French tip is always like a work in progress to get it right, and I feel like it's one of those where you just keep adding lines, and before you know it, you wanted like a deep French, and then you ended up with a huge, like super thin, not thin, but small. What am I even talking about? The French tip is just humongous, and that's not what you're going for. So here I decided to end up using the nail art brush. I think it's because I placed quite a lot of that gel polish on my plate, and I didn't really want to waste it, so I thought, let me just use it up and not waste it. So I'm just going to colour it in, and then we're going to sprinkle that gorgeous glitter on this nail. This glitter, I think I got it on AliExpress. If I can remember, well, not remember if it's still active, because I find that a lot of my stuff I've had for quite some time, especially glitters, they kind of like, the links sometimes expire, and like, I don't know if the sellers just decide not to sell anymore, or if they weren't profitable anymore, or what was going on, but sometimes the links disappear. So I have been trying to make it a thing to include links. I always forget, and yeah, just not end up doing it. And I know it's a big thing, because especially me, when I watch other YouTubers, when there's something I like in there, I would love for the link to be in the description. So I've been trying to leave links. If at any moment I haven't, and there's a specific thing that you are like desperate to get, please let me know, because it might have been that I couldn't find the link. But if I know that you really need to, or want to get that item, I will try my best to go search for something as similar as possible, and kind of let you guys know. So there we go, I sprinkled on the glitter, so that's all nice and done, looking gorgeous. So now, before we cure these, I quickly wanted to apply some top coat, so I'm going to use my Venalisa matte top coat, just quickly apply that on those 3 remaining nails. We're going to pop them into the lab, and the last bit is some crystal placement. So I've decided to do something different. I can't remember the name again, but I will leave it in the description. But this gorgeous lady has this really cool crystal placement technique, or like, I don't know, it's like fashion, I feel like, with crystals. Some people have different kind of crystal placement fashion, if that even makes any sense, but it's very different, and I freaking love it. I think it's great, so I thought, why not kind of use her style in today's crystal placement. It's very the way she does it so much more bigger and better, and I just decided to use just some small little ideas just to kind of add to the design, because I felt like it was quite a lot going on in the set already, so I wanted a bit, not too much crystals, if you know what I mean. So here I'm just adding 2 extra lines crisscrossing each other, and then we're going to sprinkle on some glitter as well, which is why you want to do on the matte top coat so that the glitter does not stick to the nail. Here I'm just cleaning it up, so I'm using my lint-free wipe, and I'm using some Miley Nail Prep Cleaner. I love that stuff. I just love it for cleaning brushes and just clean up your nail. Literally, it says cleaner, and I'm going to use it as a cleaner. I don't actually know if it's fully meant for what I'm always doing it for, but I use it to remove tacky layers of nails and all of that, and it works like a charm. So I highly recommend it if you are looking for like a liquid that does that kind of stuff. So I'm sprinkling on the glitter, tapping it away, pop it into the lamp, and then we can start working on our crystals. So here is some of the crystals, and then we're going to do some AB crystals. So the different thing in today's crystal placement is that heart in particular. That's something very new. I do have quite a lot of these different shapes, but this lady in particular loves to use these, and I love what she creates. So I thought, okay, let me give it a go. So I'm starting off with applying a circular AB. Not right at the top, just slightly below the top of the nail, right there. And then I'm going to try and apply that heart, but because I've already cured the nail matte, I didn't want to end up having the Macarte Rinsed-In Glue Gel kind of go over too much and then create like a glittery set. So this is what I've done there, and then I go ahead and cure it in place because we're going to kind of apply another crystal on top of it, and I don't want it moving. So now that it's cured, I'm applying it like a bit over that heart, and I've got this kind of teardroplet crystal, and then we're going to place it over it, but not fully covering it. So you can see the top of the heart, and you can kind of distinguish that it is a heart there. And then I'm going to place that, but kind of upside down. So not the way a teardroplet would kind of fall, or the way you draw one, just upside down. And then at the bottom of that teardroplet, because it's pointy, I do go ahead and place a little circular AB crystal. So that's kind of job done for this one. We are going to add some caviar beads, but I think I ended up doing that off camera for you guys. I think sometimes I'm just not going to include the caviar bead placement because I don't know. I feel like you can just stop the video and see where I placed it, and it's a bit boring, but if that is something you do like to see, please let me know and I will include them. And yeah, so now for this nail design, I decided to place some crystals right in the corner. So I've got these humongous AB crystals that I placed there. I've got these little rhinestone, little charmy gemmy things that I love to use recently. So I've placed on either side of that. It's kind of like a whitey silvery vibe. It's a bit more white than silver, but they're really pretty. So I placed those, and then lastly, after those are done, I'm placing some tiny little ABs to finish it off. And I think I do go ahead and also apply some caviar beads off camera as well. And here are the final results, so let me know what you guys think of it. Like I said, I don't hate it, but I don't know if I fully love it, but I think it's enough where I do like them. I definitely like them. I don't hate them, but it's just, I don't know if it necessarily like stole my heart. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I would love to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.